I would like to put in context so that the play will be related with, especially in the context of the conference that the department is conducting right now. It's about hermeneutics in action, and in one way or the other we can say this play is a research paper on stage. It is, but practically speaking, hermeneutics in action. Now, this play, as most of you have received that little pamphlet, you would have read, this is not a play like in the conventional sense, but it's more like an acting exercise. So, we are here to talk about an issue that South Africa faced in the last few decades, the issue of apartheid, where black people were separated, their living quarters were separate, their towns were separate from the white towns. And the black people have to go to the white families to work in their houses and gardens, and then by the evening they have to come back to their houses. And most of the black men were arrested for very simple, silly reasons, like being part of an organization that the white government has banned, or distributing pamphlets and so on. And because of these arrests, there have been various kinds of issues pertaining to that, particularly the family suffering, the wives have to suffer, and these stories, we are not going to tell those stories in a very emotional sense. These are actually actors. They are going to merely give themselves different kinds of scenarios in which they are going to talk about how they would respond to a situation if that scenario comes up. And so this is, in a way, a Brechtian sense, this is called epic theatre. A word about that is that when Aristotle understood drama in the tragic sense, he understood it as having to do with great emotional investment from the audience. And if audience have to be emotionally invested, the plot needs to be of primary importance. You cannot break the plot. And that's how, till the 19th century, we had this well-made play, where everything is logically connected with the other. That's the well-made play. But with Marx's influence in the 20th century comes Bertolt Brecht, the German theatre person, and he comes up with this idea called epic theatre. Epic, the form of narrative form of poetry that was in a way given a secondary importance by Aristotle. That is taken up by Brecht, and he calls his form of theatre as epic theatre, because there is not so much performance as much as there is so much narrative, because epics are long narrative poems. So it is in this epic format where Brecht, what he tried to do is, instead of showing an entire play, he also betrayed the process of playmaking on the sides. Or, for example, an actor would do a role and then immediately step out of the character and then talk about that particular character in third person, and then again go back. Why did Brecht come up with this idea? It is to not get the audience emotionally attached to the play, so that to distance them away from the play, so that they will be able to think. And he believed that only a thinking audience will be able to change society. And so the primary idea of theatre from a Brechtian point of view is not merely to entertain or to get the emotional investment of the audience, but to actually change the theatre, use the theatre, apply the theatre in everyday life. And it is in that context, and particularly in the context of this conference, where we are looking at acting not only as something that actors do with their voice and body, but how they interpreted text and how they represent it through their voices and their bodies. So it is in that context this performance of the quote by Athol Fugard comes into reality for you. So without wasting much time, I request all of you to sit back and enjoy. Some of you are standing, so it won't be long. It will be a 45-minute play at best, and I request all of you to maintain silence and help the actors to present to you the quote by Athol Fugard.
We are a group of enjoyment in a stranger's shopping bag.
Allow me a short word of explanation. There are many confused and often contradictory reasons for our existence as a group. The hunger for applause, boredom, conceit, desperation, even money at one stage. Though, through all that, we have learned here in Port Elizabeth, theatre is not the way you make it, but lose it. But through all that talking, we have decided and pondered upon this question for more times than I care to remember, and found that all of us here have one thing in common. One thing on top of all the other reasons, or should I say at the bottom, because it hasn't been all that strong. We want to use the theatre. For what? Here it gets a bit confused again. Some of us say to understand the world we live in, but we also post a few idealists who think that theatre might have something to do with changing it.
Yes, these attitudes imply something of a purpose to our work. This in turn has involved us in the life and people of you writing. It is the only world we know. It is real. We want our work to be real. So we study and try to understand this world. The shopkeepers and the housewives who complain about the shopkeepers,
the laborers coming home tired and the bus conductors who do not wait for them at the bus stops,
the sorties who molest the young lovers themselves,
as one of us once put it.
That we first heard and talked about the court.
To begin with, I don't think any of us believed we had anything to learn from it. But that was a mistake, of course. Just remember, we are only still beginners, still learning our first lessons and making our first mistakes.
We discovered that the court was real. I don't mean that we never believed it had, but we knew it had. When I say real, I mean that we had discovered that it was the cause and effect of things. We came to believe in it so strongly that we decided to come here today to show you what had happened when we discussed and examined. There are certain facts, we will give you them. There are a lot of questions, we try to find the answer. Listen and judge for yourself.
Just before we start, let me answer any of you who might be thinking, why the court?
Why not the man who wore the coat?
Isn't he real? Isn't a real man a better subject for an actor's exercise?
Of course he is. The man would have been better, but it was the court that came back.
One other point. We thought it might help you all to follow and understand us better if we had a coat, something like the original to work with, and likewise a shopping bag. And Marie brought back the coat.
I brought the coat back with me from Craddock, 160 miles away. I had gone to Craddock for my husband's trial. The coat isn't his. It belongs to another New Brighton man. There have been lots of our men going to Craddock since. The charges are mostly the same. Membership of a band organization, distributing pamphlets, arresting a meeting, and so on. They go to Robben Island afterwards.
When we got to Craddock, I went straight to the magistrate's court. I was lucky because all the white people were having tea, so they let me see him in the courtroom. When the court is working, they do not let you in. Nobody is allowed in, only the officials. I saw my husband in the courtroom. He looked all right. He said his case hadn't started yet. They were still busy with the case of two other men. One of them was the owner of the coat. He was wearing it.
Me, the two men were sitting in the dock. There were lots of policemen and white men about coming and going and drinking their tea. The two men sat very still. They were about 50. I asked my husband their names. He said at 2 o'clock. When I saw them at the tea time, the case of the 2 men had finished. They each got 5 years. My husband's case didn't start. But when he came out at 5 o'clock, it wasn't finished. I went around the cells to say goodbye because I had to go home. Because I could only get 1 day off from my work.
While I was talking to him, 2 men came past. The one with the coat came up to me quickly and asked me to see his wife and children. He gave me the address. He asked me to tell them what had happened to him. Then he took off his coat and said I must give it to his wife. Tell her to use it. He said, tell them I will come back.
I said goodbye to him. Outside, I folded up the coats and put it inside the shopping bag in which I had brought my husband's clean clothes. I brought it back to Brighton.
On my way back, I think it was near Cook House, the van with the prisoners passed me by. It was going very fast. One man was looking out through the back window. I think it was him, the one who gave me the coat.
I went to the address the next day. It was in McCarthy Street. I knocked on the door and an old woman opened it. It was the wife. She was alone. I told her why I had come and gave her the coat. She said she had got it from a witch doctor to keep the sentence warm. In front of me, she went through all the pockets of the coat and found a little piece of brown paper with some powder in it. She said she had heard about other men who had got 20 years.
I gave her the message from her husband that she must use the coat and wait for him. And then said goodbye and left. Well, what kind of coat was it? Oh, just an old coat, a man's sports coat. Torn? I don't think it was torn. It might have had patches, but it wasn't torn.
So it was worth something?
Certainly, 150, something like that.
Those were our facts. The first thing we did was to improvise this little scene where the coat was handed over. We wanted to see that moment when the coat was passed from the stranger to the wife. Because that is when the coat starts to live again, where it comes back into our lives.
Aniko will take the part of the wife. So then, here it is. The scene in which the wife gets back her husband's coat.
Hello, Mama.
Hello, my child.
How are you, Mama?
I'm all right, my child. I'm all right.
How are you? Carrying on, Mama. Trying to carry on. These are hard times.
Yes, these are hard times, but we must carry on. There's nothing else for people like us to do.
I came to see you, Mama, because your husband asked me to. I saw him yesterday at Pradon. My husband is also one of those up there.
Yes,
Your husband for 5 years, Mama.
yes.
He asked me to see you and to say he was all right.
How did yours?
He gave me his coat, Mama, and asked me to give it to you. He said you must use the coat and wait for him. Here it is.
Yes, that's his coat. He's going to be cold now without it.
They wouldn't have let him keep it anyway. They take everything you own and give you prison clothes.
Short trousers.
And a shirt.
He's an old man for short trousers. It's a good coat.
There's still a
he was here at the Louisville. It worked. It was strong. There are men who won't see their families for 10 years. I'll wait for him. I'll keep this coat for him.
But goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye. And God bless you, my child.
You hesitated there, as if you wanted to say something.
Yes, I wanted to tell her it was silly to keep the coat all these years and she used it. 5 years is a long time.
Then why didn't you?
I don't know. I felt sorry for her.
Okay, so now the coat is with the old one. What did you, as the wife, feel when you got it back?
I don't know. I wasn't really in it yet, you know. In the park.
What do you think she was supposed to feel? Was she sad or?
Oh, she's sad. She was in London for 5 years. But remember, she said she might have got longer. She must have also been a little bit late.
Can I walk out? Let me try. So here it is. The scene where the old woman is alone with the coat. When Marie left, she hung it up. Yeah. And then she said a prayer. Thanks God it is all over. After waiting for so long, now I know I only have to wait for 5 years. It could have been longer. God, please give me the strength to wait. And without a little change. Thanks God. Yeah, then she goes on with the housework. I'm all alone in this house by myself. I look at the coach. I think about the man. His name is Temba. Temba's coach. Yeah, Temba. 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It's easy to count it, but how long is 5 years? It's a long time in a man's life. You will be older when you come back to us. We will be older. Our daughter is 10, she will be 15. Our son is 16, he will be a man. Young Temba, he must be a man before his time. I must look for work around, do washing for White Madam. Joyce next door will help me to find work. 5 years. A lot of things can happen in 5 years. A lot of things do happen. 6 months ago, you were still here, walking down Akani Street. And now, where are you now? Craddock, Robben Island? Where is Robben Island? Far away, I think. And your coat? Temba's coat. You said you will come back. You said we must wait. Will they let you come back, Temba? When your 5 years is past, will they open the gates and let you out? I, the white people, what is it all about? What is the matter with them? They have got everything. And now they also take our men away. It's hard to remember what you look like. Sometimes here in the house at night, you look tired. You really look tired. Tired, fellows. I think she felt tired. Looking for washing is hell, man. Those old women work OT and all that waiting there in the jail. I know. So you asked me what I think the old girl feels. And I think she feels annoyed.
And sad.
I felt tired.
It looks sad.
But don't you think there were too many questions? Everything was a question, man.
That's what made me tired.
Exactly. Chemistry is good at us.
Hang on. That's no criticism. An ego can't be limited to facts that she doesn't know. She was giving us her old women. And there are enough old women and their children who sleep on the floors to make that possible.
What do you mean possible? It happens, man.
I've got a better idea for using the code. Can we try it?
Go ahead.
I'm the son at school. My father is in jail, serving his 5 years. My mother struggling to support us. I can see she is worried. So I'm going to ask her to let me leave school, get a job.
How does the code come into it?
I'm coming to that. I've heard about the job and I want to go and apply. Must be smart to get a job, but our own code is not. So I'm going to ask her to lend me my father's phone.
We are in the house.
Yes, it's supper time. I've got my hands and knees and I'm sitting next to the stove. When it's warm, you're sitting at the table. I can see your brain.
Right. So then, the seat where the son borrows his father's coat to look for a job.
You look worried tonight, Mama.
I'm just thinking, my boy.
Have we got this week's rent, Mama?
I think we will have it.
And food, Mama?
Why are you worrying about all these things? Worry about school. I haven't let you go hungry yet.
But I must worry, Mama. You are alone. I'm the father's son.
He will be here with us one day.
We still have a long time to wait.
Yes.
We are struggling, Mama.
So are a lot of other people in your Brighton.
But you are alone, Mama. They have got uncles and families. You are alone.
My sister sent me to Rand last week from his son.
Will she send you 2 rand again this week and the next week?
No, she can't. She's poor. But I know all these things. I'm trying my best.
I want to get a job, Mama. I want to leave school. Get a job.
No.
Please, Mama.
I said no.
Mama, please just listen to me.
No. You go to school. You study. Maybe if your father had gone to school, he wouldn't be where he is now. You learn to read and write.
I can already read and write, Mama.
Then learn more. Learn all you can to keep yourself out of jail. This world is too clever now for old people like your father and me.
Mama, please.
I said no, Haven. Have you lost your manners now that you do not listen to a person bigger than you?
Mama, I'm your father's son. I'm your son. Just listen to me once. We need money, Mama. You said yourself that we must see that we are here when father comes back. How can we stay here if we don't pay the rent? How can we stay alive if we don't eat? How can we eat without money? Please, Mama, just listen to me. If I get a job, it will be easier. I won't stop learning. I will go to night school. I can still write my exam.
You don't even know if you get a job.
I can, Mama. George also told me about one. It's at the same place where he works. One of the white madams called him and told he must look for them a good boy for him to write it.
How much is the pay?
5 minutes a week.
That will help.
Can I put more in return?
Your father will not forgive me.
Father doesn't understand, Mama. When I tell him how you struggle and all my troubles, he will understand.
What time must you be at the school?
Early, Mama. George said I must be back early to show that I will always be early.
I don't think you must be.
George also said I must be smart, Mama.
Your other shirt is clean.
But my dad is so old.
What is God?
Couldn't I borrow father's jacket just to get a job? I look at it. Help me get a job.
Yes, you can borrow it.
That's all.
Put on the coat.
you get them?
1%.
I don't know.
Exactly.
But you get them.
They're a very small minority, my friend.
So what?
So what are we trying to do here? Aren't we trying to understand something or you right?
Yes, we are.
Then let's concern ourselves with the majority of you right. And I'm saying that the majority of young boys and girls, and men as well for them, don't give a damn about football. Not even their own goals. They don't care for their mothers the way they showed us.
So what must we do about those that do? Pretend they don't exist.
We are concerned with you right and trying to understand.
But loyalty to your parents, understanding, sympathy, self-sacrifice, these are also part of your right, aren't they?
Look, Emma, I challenge you.
He is not answering my question. Is New Brighton all bad? Your people, the young people, have any good points at all?
Answer this question.
Yes, they do. A few of them. But I think we must understand them just as much as others. Maybe they are the most important of all.
Here.
Why concern ourselves with New Brighton at all if there is nothing good to say about it? I think that young son who stands by his mother and tries to help is more important than 10 of the others. You can show the other guys if you want. I will show him the son who I believe in.
Let's get back to the improvisation. And I wonder whether the wife would have given the thought away so easily, even to her own son.
Same here.
You fellows better listen better next time. I didn't give it away. I lent it to him.
You, Mama.
All right. It's not a criticism. Let's make it a question. Would the wife give away the coat?
No, even if she was pressed down.
An ego? What do you mean pressed? Hard up?
Yes.
My boys aren't cheap. You're trying to see this old woman in trouble there.
Well, what do you think?
Maybe no. I don't know.
Suppose one of the children is sick.
Then I'll buy medicine.
Haven't got any money. Look,
Hang on. Give her the coat. Okay, please.
suppose one of the children is sick. The 10-year-old girl. Now, the doctor has told her that she must get some certain kind of medicine training. She will go. It's the end of the week and she will have to go stay. What is good? What's it? Very true. It was told something about
That will be done for medicine. With enough leftover bucket of bed trays. The child is sick. She needs good food and medicine. What do you say? The child is crying, man. Listen to her. There in the other room, crying, Mama, Mama. Here is contract. Give me the phone and it is yours.
No, man. There must be something else. I've got 2 old balls. Take one.
What on what? What's that word? Too what? And it's got a hole in it. I don't think.
Okay. Then there must be something else. I've got my instant car. Oh, no, I did the washing. Now what do I do?
What are you worrying about? What's your problem? What hangs there? Useless in the water. Nobody buys it. Nobody's going to scold you. You will save up and buy him how much that they want to when it comes back. Times will change.
He didn't say you must give it to him. He said, use it. Tell him to use it. Those were his words. Well, his daughter is sick. Let it happen. Maybe he will be the first one to tell her to sell it. Here is what happened. Give me the code and it's yours. Whatever it is.
No, Mama. I'll borrow from my boss at work. He will lend it to me.
Thank you, my son.
You cheated.
yeah, I don't show some intelligence.
She's my mother. That was my father's fault.
Because we wanted her on the spot, man.
Then you shouldn't have told me to try on the code.
What difference did that make?
I thought about my father.
You're complicating matters with your loyalty.
That's right.
Okay. We get you. But then let's try again. Because I think it's a very good question. Come on. Let's try and work out a situation in which the wife is in a really tight corner and only way to her out is to tell that Jimmy didn't have a nice ride with a sick child, but there were too many loopholes.
What about hunger? Starvation? Food? A hungry person prepared to think for food.
Her neighbors wouldn't let us starve. They call this woman Joyce. She even let this old woman starve.
Rent?
Yeah, rent. That's a thought. There's a nice, typical New Brighton predicament. How about it?
She's fallen 2 months behind.
Okay.
There is not for her final notice. She has to pay straight away when she gets out. We could have a scene where she sits, thinks about that final notice.
I can't be. So you call in Joyce from next door. Maybe she can. You discuss things with her.
And then?
And then she goes to the administration offices to plead with the headman to give her a way to find some money. He tells her that she must pay something straight away. Oh, I got it. He's a member of one of those money-lending societies that get rich on the poor people. So he sends her along society to sell a boat.
Good, got it. Okay. Aliko, Marie will be your neighbor, and Jimmy will be the headman at the administration office. Then you can go and borrow money from the society, and Marie will be that member as well.
What about Haven? I want Haven. He helps me.
Yes, you must let her into the office now.
We want her alone.
No, man, this is not fair.
Fair doesn't come into it. We are black.
But she has got a son.
Look, man, this is an experiment, a theater laboratory. We are allowed to isolate the factors for examination. So let's just assume that right now, for some reason, you cannot interfere in this one. Okay?
Not even to give her moral support.
Alright, if you want to, that's useless enough.
Right. So, the scene in which the wife is faced with selling her husband's car to pay her rent. Sis Joyce? Sis Joyce?
What is it?
Come here, please, Sis Joyce.
What's wrong?
Is it true, Sis Joyce? Do they want to throw me out of my house? The headman, he bought me these papers. Is it true?
Chula, Sissy Chula, let me read this. That unless the arrears of 24 rand are paid immediately, you will be evicted from the house. Hey, haven't you been paying your rent?
These past 4 months have been terrible, Sis Joyce. Every week I said, this week I'll pay the rent, even if I go hungry. But then the children come home and they are hungry. But I see they are too frightened to ask if there's any food. What must a mother do? And then the little girl got sick. John lost his job. Is it true, Sis Joyce? Do they want to throw me out?
Yes, you don't pay the work. Oh,
What must I do?
go to the headman at the office. Speak to him, Sissy. Ask him to speak to the superintendent. Plead with him if you have to. Sis Konyeni got this paper once, and she went and spoke with them, and they gave her more time to find the money. You go there.
I go straight away. It took me 30 minutes to reach the administration offices. One long walk, straight down the party street. It was a rough road, and I was in a hurry. I tripped and fell. I got up and carried on. Past the right location till I reached the offices.
Have you got the money? Hey, I'm speaking to you. Have you got the money? 24 grand.
No,
Then what are you wasting my time for? Go and find the money.
please, Simona, give me till the end of this month. My son, he's looking for a job. I know he'll find one. He's a good boy. I can wash it. I'll have some money by the end of the month.
This rent must be paid. No later than the day. Shown on your notice.
Can't you please speak to the superintendent for me? I can't speak his language.
I can't bother him. He's a busy man. Do you think he'll sit around and listen to sad stories? Pay your rent or get out of the house.
Can't you take me to him? Let me speak to him.
Do you want me to lose my job?
Oh my God, what am I going to do now?
Anyway, where's your husband?
In jail for 5 years.
Haven't you got anybody to raise the money?
No,
Not even 2 rands?
2 rand. I've had the same since 24.
You are sewing machine in our kitchen shelves.
I haven't got those.
You must have something.
A man's coat.
Yeah, that will do. It is still in a good condition.
How much is the interest?
25 cents a week for every 2 rands.
You're telling me if I pay you 2 rand, you give me another week?
Yes, but don't say I said so.
I'll go ahead in June.
I'll keep this order until you come back.
I started walking back to McCartney Street. It was a long, long walk. I was tired. Right. The streets of New Brighton made me cry. A young boy saw that I was crying and asked me why. He had 2 oranges. Buy an orange, Mama, he said. 1 cent each. I didn't have words for him. I didn't even have words for myself. I just walked. Went back home, drank a glass of water, fresh coat. I started to walk down Sydney Street. I passed Avenue Way, then the Roman Church. But I didn't look at any of it. Then went into Jolove Road, past Pendala Road, near the Newman High School. But I didn't look at any of it. All I knew was that the roads were full of stones. I reached number 5 Midway Street. I knock on the door. A woman opens it. I tell her my business, takes the coat. She tells me she paid me 2 rand. She gives me the coat to hold and goes in to fetch the money.
Mama. 2 rands for the coat, Mama. Are you alright, Mama?
Don't just sit there and pity her.
What else can we do?
But a man wore this coat. This is all that's left of him. He came to New Brighton empty, but there was a man in it once. My husband, my children's father.
What are you trying to tell us? We know the facts.
No, you don't. There are other facts. Life isn't just eating Sam and beans with meat once a week, or washing the white pants, underpants,
husbands from property.
It's the ban.
Yes, but churches have taken over, haven't they?
It is still easy for them to miss one woman. There are thousands of families in New Brighton with their husbands and fathers on the island. You fellows sure gave this woman a workout. First this, then that.
Wasn't there a man in the Bible who suffered a series of calamities? Job. He was tested by God.
How about it, Anita? You think God was testing the old God?
We aren't prophets, man. We are people.
I wonder now if we spent too much time on the court. We didn't say anything about the man. From the moment I put on the coat, I started to think about my father and what about Prada?
At the start, we set our concern was with New Brighton.
Clara has become a part of New Brighton.
That's interesting geography.
I think we should have said something about Prada and the courtroom.
You can't hide anything about it.
We didn't know anything about the board. We guessed, right?
We had facts and we investigated.
We had facts about Prada too. We could do the same thing there. Real drama surely came up